Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Beyond the Map. The game is $20. The game is currently in early access. The game released into early access on 25 August. So about 2 months ago, more or less. And the developer sent me a code for the game, so very much thanks to them for doing that. And today we are gonna be checking out the game. The game is an ARPG type top-down isometric game with loot. I see a lot of loot in the screenshots of the game, and the game also has building. There's also a building mechanic, which I'm assuming is also supported by a resource collection mechanic. So it's an interesting ARPG where you can actually collect resources, I'm assuming, like wood and stone and cloth and fibers and whatever else, in order to build your base, because you can actually build a base in the game from the screenshots that I can see on the Steam page. Obviously, I have not played the game yet at all, and that is why we are doing the first impression review today. So, as always, with all of my first impression Let's Play reviews, I'm going to be playing the game for an hour or more. Sometimes it's less than an hour, sometimes it's way more than an hour. I'm basically going to be playing the game until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth the $20 that it is asking. Sometimes that takes just 30 minutes, but we will see how long it takes for me to come to a conclusion on whether or not I can recommend this game for $20. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full video, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below, so you can just skip to that timestamp if you only want to hear my quick, concise, summarized opinion on the game and whether or not I can recommend the game. But otherwise, you can just stay tuned. I will be playing through the game and I will be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game, and I will be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as we play through the game today. So as I said, the game is in early access, but I always say this, if a game is in early access, it doesn't matter. It should still be worth the asking price. So I evaluate the game as if it is a full release game. If they're asking $20 for this game today, then it must be worth $20 today. There's no excuses about it being an early access game. If the developer is asking $50 for the game, it might be worth $50, even if it's an early access. Yeah, it needs to be worth that money today as we sit here with the early access. So, if I look at the settings menu very quick, I'm not seeing any shadow options. So, the developer doesn't allow you to change any shadow options, draw distance, what's that other thing called? Depth of field. There's no depth of field, so I'm assuming the game simply does not have depth of field, which is fine. I don't like depth of field, so I don't mind a game not having depth of field. But I very much hate it if a game has depth of field and doesn't allow you to turn depth of field off. So that is something that I will be looking at, but there's no way to turn off shadows at all. For instance, there's no character detail, texture detail, environmental detail, nothing like that. It's simply all controlled by this one single thing over here. So that's not really good, to be honest. Another thing that I would like over here is to see a confine mouse cursor to active window toggle. So you should have a toggle over here, just like you have with these toggles, to confine your mouse cursor to the active window, because currently every time I scroll to the left with my mouse goes onto my second screen, and that's really irritating if you have multiple screens. So that is a missing feature. And another missing feature, I just thought about it, now I lost it again. What was it? Oh, monitor selection. So there should be a drop down over here, just like you have with the resolution, asking the player, do they want the game to appear on monitor 1 or monitor 2 or whatever? Because some people don't game on their active monitor, they play on their secondary monitor. So it's really irritating if you can't select your monitor that you want the game to appear on. So those are two missing features that the developer can definitely add to the game. Otherwise than that, I don't see anything really bad. Everything looks fine, more or less. It says friendly fire. I wonder, does this game have co-op or doesn't it have co-op? Let me check the Steam page quickly to see if it does have co-op. No, it says it's single player. Yeah, the Steam page says single player, so I don't know what the friendly fire would refer to. So yeah, but then anyway, everything looks fine apart from the couple of missing options over here, as I said, like the shadows, depth of field, all of those kinds of things. But anyway, let's do you need to create a character or do you need to start game? Let's start game. Before stranding before stranding on uncharted land, you were a scholar. Tools last 100% longer. Discoveries grant experience. And then you have a ability with a 15-minute cooldown. Creates an unstable arcane portal that exists for 5 minutes. Allows teleportation to any other active portals on the current world. Okay, that's interesting. That like a fast travel system. This one has 2 times stacks in inventory. Eyes treasures from far, and then the ability increases movement speed by 50% for 10 seconds for you and all nearby allies. Cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds every time you loot an item. Okay. And then this one is weapons are not dropped on death. Oh, that is something that I do not like. If your gear and your loot is dropped on death, I don't like that. I prefer it, very much prefer it, if you are able to turn that off. So it's okay if the game has that, but you must be allowed to turn that off, in my opinion. So that's not good if you're not able to turn it off. Food lasts 50% longer, and then the ability throw down a banner that reduces damage taken for you and allies by 50% and restores 30% of missing health every second. Holy balls, 30% of missing health every second. Yeah, so you're basically not gonna die when you throw that thing down, but it obviously has a 15-minute cooldown. So I do like having a lot of inventory space. Definitely inventory space will be nice. But the teleportation sounds nice. Your tools lasting much longer also sounds nice. I wonder. Let's do the scholar. I would like the added inventory, but let's do the scholar. That's fine. Wow, this guy's ripped. Okay, body. Okay, you have male, female. Cool. And I always take female. If you watch my channel, I always take a female. Let's just check the different body options over here. So you have different beards, and then obviously different hairstyles and different hair colors. Unfortunately, you don't have like cool hair colors like green or blue or red or gold or anything like that. I don't like it if a developer allows you to change the hair color but doesn't allow you to change the hair color to anything you want, because they already allow you to change the hair color, so why don't they just add more colors? I don't like it if you are limited on the character creator. You know, why would you implement a feature like this, like changing the hair color, and then they limit the shit out of it by only allowing you to have like 4 or 5 different hair colors? You know, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. And then you can change your face a little bit. That just basically adds a couple of wrinkles and stuff like that. Nothing too much. You can be a fucking white vampire person, or you can be like a little bit tanned. You can be extremely Nigerian, and then you can be like quite a bit tanned. So those are basically the options. And then, yeah, that seems like all of the options. And then if you look at the female body, unfortunately, the female can't have the beard options. Once again, like I said, if you're gonna implement a feature into the game, like changing the hair color or like a beard, then fucking put it on the woman. I really don't care. Like, I will put a mustache on a female if the option is there, you know, just to be funny. So removing that option, I don't think is beneficial to the character creator. You know, like, to each his own. Just allow the person to play the game the way that they want to play the game, you know. Removing options is never good. Removing the option for a beard is never good. So, yeah. So once again, vampire person. This one, like, which one looks the most natural? This one looks like Donald Trump, which I definitely am not a fan of. This one looks a little bit more natural, I think. This one is very vampire-ish, even though I don't mind a girl with very, very, very white skin. We can go with a vampire girl. Sure, why not? Sexy vampire girl, and then the face doesn't really matter too much. We will just take the basic one. There's not a lot of options, to be honest. And then the hairstyle. Do I want this color? So you have white, brown, black, and like almost a blonde, even though it's not exactly blonde. I guess let's go with the kind of blonde. It's like a very dirty blonde, to be honest. Nice variety of hair styles. Certainly, you get more variation of hairstyles with the female character than what you do with the male character. You can't rotate your character, unfortunately. Which sucks. I really would like to be able to rotate the character. I don't really like any of the hairstyles. None of the hairstyles, like, are something that really pops out to me, to be honest. Let's take this one. I guess it's fine. So that's fine. Aren't they allowed to? Oh, that's stupid. Okay, so for some reason, the developer put a limit on how many how many capital letters you can have after one another. So I can't put LFP, for instance. That's really stupid. Why on earth would the developer put that in the game? That is really stupid. That's that is the first time ever in any game that I've played or reviewed where I see that limitation, not allowing you to put more than one capital letters next to each other. That is hilariously stupid. Okay, lost and found. When you die, you drop your equipped gear. All experience gained is increased by 30%. Okay, that's interesting. That's another thing which I don't really think I've ever seen in a game. I've played a lot of games where your loot is dropped on death, obviously, a lot of games, but I can't really think of a game that I've played where you are actually rewarded for taking that option. That's very interesting because, as I said literally a few minutes ago, I don't like dropping my gear. I don't like games where you are forced to drop your gear. So I always, if I have the option, I always turn that off. But with 30% increased experience, I will actually take it. I will actually take this dropping of the loot on death. That's very interesting, actually. That's the first time I've ever seen that in a game. On clear nights, the undead rise to hunt you. Construction cost is reduced by 30%. I'm assuming you will get experience from the undead. You will get loot and you will get experience from the undead. So this basically will mean just like you're gonna get raided every night, but I mean, it will result in a bunch of loot from the enemies. So I think that's fine. I'll take that. That's fine, I think. That's fine. WAS and D, or do I want to play it like a quote-unquote traditional ARPG? I think let's try the WAS and D. Or it really depends. Let's try WAS and D. Okay, E. I need a pickaxe. Okay. E. I need an axe. E. Why do you even give me the option to interact with something if you know I don't have a pickaxe? That's stupid. Okay, the game also has a looting animation. I'm not a fan of games with a looting animation. This looting animation is fast. It's pretty quick, to be honest. So it shouldn't be too bad. Ugh. Pressing E every time whilst running with the WAS and D, I can see already is gonna be irritating. Okay, so we have a little quest over here at the side. Press tab, press H for craft. Why would H be craft? That's strange. Hover over an item to see the stats. Okay, craft. Lumber axe, craft. Okay, so I have my my spear equipped. Okay, so you can press and hold E. I would prefer it if it just automatically did the stuff instead of having to hold the button down. Okay, that's auto pickup. That's nice. I prefer games with auto pickup. So that's already a nice quality of life feature. I've played games like this before. Dysmantle is the first one that comes to mind if you've heard of Dysmantle before. I don't particularly well. I like Dysmantle, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about Dysmantle. I think I should put it that way. I want to like Dysmantle, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about Dysmantle. I don't think I've ever done a review of Dysmantle. I'm not 100% sure. I would have to go look at my videos. But yeah, my general opinion of Dysmantle is that it could be a very good game, but unfortunately it's not a very good game. It's a playable game, you know, it's certainly playable. But unfortunately there's a lot of stuff in Dysmantle that are simply not good, that the developers could have improved if they wanted to. So yeah, this game definitely plays like Dysmantle so far. Okay, skill point. Press B to open building menu and build a workbench. Okay, well, I'm not going to build a workbench just fucking anywhere. Let's zoom in. What's that? Is that where I landed? I'm not going to build a base just anywhere. I first will search for an appropriate place, a good place to build. And then I'll build. Definitely not gonna build just fucking anywhere. Like maybe close to water. I'm assuming you will be able to interact with water in some way in the game. Normally in these types of games you do that. How do I level up? Where's my level up? Like, does the game even have level ups? Or not? Because I'm level 2, but I don't know if you have skills or anything like that. I really don't know. You fucker. Okay, so I can't skin those. I'm also not seeing my experience, like I'm not seeing an experience bar anywhere. I'm obviously gaining experience, but I can't see how much experience I'm actually gaining. Oh, here's some, what's this, copper? I'm assuming it's copper. Can you rotate? Oh, you can rotate the camera, okay. That's also something that the game doesn't even tell you. And since you can rotate the camera, I would like it if the game auto-rotated the camera. What's this? Camera offset? What the hell? Oh, is that the zoom? Oh yeah, that's a zoom, so that we will set on maximum. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see a way for the camera to rotate automatically. That's bad. I would like it if the camera like rotated as you're running like this. It should rotate. Oh, that boar nearly destroyed me. There's also a lot of issues with loot being inside the ground. That's definitely not good. Like all of this here, I don't even see anything on the ground. So already I can see a lot of loot is gonna be in the ground, which obviously is not ideal, I would say. So what I would like to do to find a place for a base is find a mountain, and then we build against the mountain. You never want to build your base in the open, especially if we're gonna like encounter. Oh, you can actually zoom out even more. Especially if we're gonna encounter zombies and shit at night. I definitely would want to have a mountain or a hill or whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's level 3 and level 4 zombies. You don't want to. Oh. You don't want to go mess with them, and I can't defeat that boar because I am already a little bit damaged. Can you sprint? You can roll, which helps a little bit with your speed, but you can't sprint, unfortunately. What's this? Armor is reduced. Okay, level 5 turtle. Holy shit, it lasts a minute. That's not good. The game does have a little bit of stuttering. Oh, level 6, level 7, holy balls. I'm just trying to find a place where I can set up a good defense, but the game is not making it easy, it seems. Ugh. It seems the further we move, the higher level the enemies become. I would just like to get a general idea of, like, where the enemies are gonna spawn, you know, the zombies or whatever that come at night. And, oh, bear. And then I can maybe make a educated decision on where to build a base. I also don't like the fact that the minimap over here is basically fucking useless. Like, it's really not helping at all. Okay, that's a level 1 dude. Let me just... Oh, and there's a level 2 dude. Let me just wait until my... my armor goes back to normal. Okay, I just picked something up. What was that? Learn. Okay, what was that? Skills, C. Oh, here's the skill points, okay. So how does this work? Sweeping strike. 10 mana. Okay, I guess so. I keep pressing right click. Okay. Oh. You fireball fucker, I'm gonna get you. Yeah. The skill is pretty good if you are able to use it efficiently. Oh, there's a bunch of ranged dudes there. Don't think I want to mess with ranged dudes, but melee dudes I'll do all fucking day. Oh, there's a bunch of ranged dudes over here. Come on, boys. Oh. Come on, boys. Hiya. 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 Aha. Okay, this ability is pretty cool. The fireball burns you, so you don't really want to get hit too much by that. Come on, boys, come on. Line up. I want to test something, so I can only see up until there. And then if I change the camera... Oh yeah, no, so that's definitely not worth it. Let's see. Okay. What's this? Ember Mage. Oh, mana. That like a fireball. Press C. So what's this? Do we need to go up? Create a connection between two adjacent skills. What does that help? What does it help if you have them next to each other? It would be fantastic if we got a little bit of an explanation, maybe. Ah, there's a bunch of chests over here. There's no way to highlight the loot. Like, I'm pressing Alt, I'm pressing Control. I don't see a way to highlight the loot, unfortunately. It's a feature that is pretty standard in ARPG games, but not in this game, apparently. Oh, there's a shitload of dudes. Ouch. Okay, I took a little bit of damage there. Oh, my spear can actually hit two guys at once. That's interesting. I'm living a little bit dangerously here, but it's fine. Wow, my mana regenerates slowly. Holy crapola. And it's really strange that you don't have a experience bar, like holy crap. Really, really strange. If I eat food, what does the food do? Oh no, I can't eat any of this. Yeah, it seems this little island of mine, if I want to go off of the island, it's not gonna go well because everything over there, for instance, is like level 7, level 8. It's a much higher level place. So I guess we are a little bit restricted on where we can build. Like, I was trying to find an advantageous place, but honestly, we are not gonna find any advantageous places on this rock, so we will just have to build, and that's life. Okay, so let's try one of those. Workbench. I guess we need a bed. Oh, I just gained a crapload of mana. Do you get it from the fire or what? Restores 1 health and mana per second. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's rags. I don't necessarily want rags. Let's see, can we make this? Leather scraps. Leather scraps, leather scraps. Leather scraps. Leather scraps. Holy shit. You fuckers. No, shoot that way. Yeah, that ability doesn't do a whole lot. This one is much better. Oh, do I have to press it each and every time? That's really irritating. This is not fun. Any game that does this is not fun. The way it should work is you just put the stuff there and then you can walk away. Because this is not an enjoyable gameplay experience. Sitting here waiting, clicking every 5 seconds is really stupid. And I'm just doing this for 10 items. Imagine if I had 100 items. That's 500 seconds that you need to sit here and click, click, click the whole fucking time. So the developer needs to remove that. Is this already my spawn point? I'm assuming... I can't even see if it's day or if it's night. because there's clearly a night, but you can't see the time. You can't see if it's day or if it's night. Primitive bow. Bone. Okay, so I don't have any bone. Ah, skinning knife. So that's probably what I need to get the leather scraps. Probably. So 6 armor, 5 armor, 6 armor. And this is way more. Way more. So let's quickly go get leather. Once again, you have to press and hold the button, which I do not enjoy. Also, your base isn't actually shown on the map, but it's not shown on your mini-map. I would like it if there were a pointer that points towards the location. Okay, so we make a vest, I think, first. This game definitely plays a lot more like a Souls-like game instead of an ARPG, like a traditional ARPG. With the difficulty of the combat and all of that. I'm actually looking for leather. So we should ignore the skeletons for now. Oh, and I'm wet, so my armor is actually reduced. That's interesting. It even makes you wet when it rains, which is logical, you know. It's not really logical that you would be more vulnerable to physical attacks from rain, you know, when being wet. That part definitely isn't logical. But the fact that you get wet when it rains, I guess that's logical. So, yeah, it's just strange that you actually lose armor. Why the fuck are you shooting that way? It's strange that you lose armor from being wet. I need a pickaxe. Didn't I build a pickaxe? Oh, no, apparently I didn't build a pickaxe. By the way, what do you do with this? What do we put it there? And then F5? F5. It's empty. Yeah, I know it's fucking empty. Fill it up. Oh, when you interact with a well. Okay, so you need to interact with a well. That's stupid, because I think this isn't seawater, this is fresh water due to the lilies growing over here. I don't believe you... Also the reeds as well. I don't believe you get reeds and lilies in a saltwater environment, so that means this is fresh water. Now, sure, it's dirty fresh water, probably, but still, you should be able to drink it. So that part isn't extremely logical. Can I chop down this tree? Yeah, that tree is a mother. It's raining, needs a roof. Oh, seriously, you can't interact with your buildings if it's raining? That is stupid. That's really, really stupido. Okay, that'll take 4. We can do one of those. And then gloves. Piercing attacks cause 20% additional bleeding. And then we're set 4. When a bleeding enemy dies, a splinter flies to a nearby enemy, dealing the remaining damage as pierce. Okay, that's not particularly good, but then anyway. Ugh, I keep pressing right click. So I'm still looking for animals. You can kite these pretty well as long as you, ouch, work efficiently. Like you bring them all in a bundle, especially the ranged dudes like that. And then boom, boom, boom. Ah yeah, just like that. It reminds me of my World of Warcraft days. That's something that you would very much do in World of Warcraft. Come on, boys. I haven't played World of Warcraft in probably over 10 years. But I still remember the tactics, at least. Boom. 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 Die. I'm taking significantly less damage now, thanks to my armor, obviously. Oh, and I'm also getting health on kill, I see. That also helps a lot. Because the health regen is very, very slow in the game. Mana regen is incredibly slow as well. If I had like a lot of mana, this sweeping strike would be amazing. How do you compare stuff? Oh, compare, okay. Health on hit, that's very nice. Okay, let's take that. So this is level 5 medium, this is level 10 medium. So that's obviously not going to be better. Yeah, the health on it is really nice. It's locked, okay, so how do I unlock it? I definitely need more leather scraps, but I'm not seeing the animals. It seems the respawn rate on the animals is very, very slow. Can you break an item down? Okay, bone pickaxe. I don't want to invest too much in this place over here because we're gonna move away from here, probably. Oh, there's a water well. Okay, so for now we are gonna put these in here. Control right click? No, not control right click. Shift right click? Not shift right click. Alt right click? There we go. I knew it was one of those. And then, yeah, the rest of our resources, especially these that are already stacked up. I mean, we can basically put everything in here. Oh yeah, and then all of this meat we can definitely put in there as well. How to fuel? Well, I don't know what I added as fuel, but then anyway. It's possible that you only have to do this manually on the basic campfire, and then eventually when you get a better campfire, you then don't need to do it manually anymore. You know, that's possible. I've played games like that before where you at the beginning you have to do stuff manually, but later you don't have to do stuff manually anymore. So it's possible. We will just have to see, because doing this manual shit is not fun. So 20 agility, that's a shitload of agility considering that I only have 20 agility. So 20 health extra, that's not really a big improvement. "20 intellect is quite a lot. I'm seeing an attack from over there. 20 mana is not a lot. Level 8, holy crap. Okay, sending level 8 people and I'm... Okay, well, I am a level 8, I guess that makes sense, but yeah, level 8 is the highest stuff I've seen so far. Do we need another chest? I guess we can make another chest. Okay, so guess let's go out Do we want to sleep until the day? I don't think it's really necessary. Should be fine. Okay, now I'm gonna get soaked, unfortunately, but that's life. Can I mine this? I can, apparently. Tin, okay. Wolf, what the fuck? Holy crap! Ouch. Okay, that bastard was strong. He had a star next to his name. Oh, okay, so that's the connection system. Okay, why can't I just remove this? I want to remove it, but it's not allowing me, so you have to reset. Oh, that's stupid. I like the fact that the tools last... Oh, let's dodge this one. The tools seem to last quite a while. Like, I hate it when... Firstly, I don't like durability in games. Let me get that out of the way. I don't like it when a game has durability. Secondly, I really don't like it when the durability is far too low. Like, you get some games where you will use a pickaxe or whatever for like just a couple of hits and then it's at 50% durability. You know, that's not good. It creates a large amount of unnecessary crafting and busy work, and it's just tedious. You know, it's unnecessary and it creates a lot of tedium in a game. So I don't like durability systems in general. I don't think it adds to the game. I don't think it makes the game more fun. But if a game does have a durability system, then it better not be a restrictive or a tedious thing to maintain, you know? And I can already see this is pretty good, you know? I've now mined like maybe 20 of these nodes and my thing is down to 75%. So that's fine. That's fine. I don't have any real issues with that. It's a nice amount of durability that you can get out of your tools. And I'm not even the other character that gets 200% tool durability. So that's nice. I don't have an issue with that. But in general, I would prefer it if the game did not have a durability system. Like if you could turn it off, for instance, because in a lot of games you can turn it off, that would be preferable. Then the people who want that kind of thing can have it, and those that don't want it can just turn it off, you know? This is a nice little house. Does it have walls? Not walls, does it have a roof? Oh, you need a workbench. Wood, we need wood. Let's see if we can get some wood quickly. Yeah, we can actually make a teleportation thing. Wood floor, a roof, okay. Roof? Yeah, so it seems... yeah, this seems to literally be this low. It's probably these ones. So you can put a wood wall on top of this one. Yeah, the wall doesn't go all the way up then. Okay, so this isn't particularly helpful. It's raining, needs a roof. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. I'm protected now, right? Yes. That's fine. Okay, nothing really that we would want to build. How many leather scraps do I have? I have a fair amount. But I don't really want to... I don't know. Maybe I can move my base over here. There's no real reason, I don't think, to go back to that island. And we need to remember the map is actually quite big. It looks pretty big. That's what she said. So we can go over there just to pick up our shit if we want to. Yeah, but I'm not done exploring over here yet. We can actually probably put these things in here so that I don't have to carry it all the way back. We can make another chest. I just need more wood. You can actually stack the chests as well, that's nice. I hope the game has some kind of a automatic storage system. Because it's not good if a game doesn't have that. Like in Grounded, I think probably many people have played Grounded, so it's a good example. In Grounded, you open your inventory and then you can like click a single button and then it sends all of the items that are in your inventory into your chests when you get to the base, when you get to your base. And that's a fantastic quality of life feature that you honestly don't see in enough games. And you're gonna bleed to death, or not. And in a game like this, you're definitely gonna have to do a lot of inventory management if the game doesn't have a thing like that, you know, where you can automatically store all of your stuff from your storage to your chests. I still don't understand why the game doesn't have a experience bar. It's just weird. Damn it. No. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. Fucking bear doing a roar in order to make me slower. Bear doing a war cry. It's strange that there's a circle of rocks here. If I had a shovel, then I would immediately dig over here because my video game senses are tingling. Okay, that guy's a veteran. Ugh, a lot of ranged motherfuckers. Ouch. Oh, that's not good. I pressed Q. I literally pressed Q and nothing happened. Oh, why? Why did I spawn over here if I already have a bed? Okay. Oh, okay, you don't just drop your equipment, you also drop your inventory. That sucks. And yeah, I did press Q there, but it didn't respond for some reason. Okay, so it doesn't even help me being here because I don't have anything to do here, so we're just gonna run back to where we were. Oh, I should probably set my bed as sleeping place, even though it should have been. Okay, well, can't do that. Can I take my stuff over there, actually? To the other side. How do you pick stuff up? Destroy? I don't want to destroy necessarily. Destroy? 2 stone and 6 wood. Was it that one? Oh, okay. So you do get your stuff back. That's fine, I guess. And then these ones will need to be emptied, obviously. Take all. Take all. Why can't I pick up the chest? Oh, you have to. Okay, that's stupid, but okay. Okay, so that's fine, and then we run over there. We're done with this island. Where was it? So then we can rebuild those couple of things over here. What? Why? Oh, it doesn't allow you to build it on the ground. That's stupid, but okay. So if you put a portal over here, We should be able to teleport back here anytime that we want, I think. Okay, now how the hell... Normally, the game will automatically fade away certain parts so that you can build underneath. But it seems that's another quality of life that the developer hasn't thought about yet. Come on. How difficult is it? So you can put it like that, but that's not right. I want it... Fucking hell. Yeah, it's like... impossible. Like this one you can do correctly. Like that. But on this side... Okay, like that, and then... Ugh, this game's snapping system is... terrible. Snap points, Z. Let's see, Z, 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 Z. No, Z, Z, nope, that's not right. Z, Z, ah, there we go. There we go. Oh shit. I don't have any weapons. That's the best I can do. Come on, mana. I need mana. Oh shit, I'm burning my own house. This guy has a lot of health. A blue item. Like how... How am I supposed to go under there? Like, do I have to zoom in? No, I can't do that. So, how do you fade away the roof? Because that's gonna be an issue. I don't see any way to do anything about that. Okay, well, that's an issue. It's a real issue. Because this is not a floor. This is not a floor. It's a it's at the angle, so that's going to be an issue. That's at the angle. That's at the angle. Everything is at an angle. So you can't use that. You can't use this for the floor. That's an issue, my friend. I don't know how we're gonna get past that one. Doesn't seem good. Okay, so let's go get our stuff. Wow, you guys are aggroed from a very far range. Oh, that guy shoots like multiple fucking multi-shot dude over there. Okay, well, I will have to be very careful. I can maybe drink or eat something. Agility, strength, stamina. Let's do strength. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Ouch. Yeah, that damage is fucking crazy. It's just like, I don't know, the amount of damage that you can get dealt is really high, and your health, like even with my gear, I have like 120 health. Your health is just too little. And it's raining now, so my armor is reduced. Oh. Ouchies, ouchies, ouchies. Yeah, chill. Just chill a little bit. Please, you crazy bastards. Ouchies, ouchies. Okay, yeah. That multi-shot mother is not fun. Definitely not fun to deal with. Oh, we have our stuff back. Another thing is the game doesn't tell you that you lose experience when you die. That's another thing that I would like to be able to turn off. I don't like losing anything, as I already said, when I die, and I especially don't like losing experience when I die. So that's something that I would like to be able to customize or remove or whatever. Okay, so I want to build a chest. I want to build a big chest because these small chests are pissing me off. Copper. Add 16 slots, 40. Copper. Okay, 10 copper. That should be doable. I have exactly 16 bars, actually. Oh, where did I get this? So that one gives me more strength. But this one gives me more agility and it gives me more crit chance. Even though this one is blue, it's not nearly as good as this one. What's this? Okay, learn that one. Learn that one. Learn that one. Ugh. The fact that this roof doesn't fade away, I don't know how the developer could do that, like, in good conscience. Rotate. N. Toggle roofs. No, that doesn't do anything. So like if you go in here and you press N, toggle roofs, N, I'm pressing N, 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 nothing is happening. So the toggle roofs, there's a thing for the toggle roofs, but it doesn't work, it doesn't function. I need more wood. I have to fucking figure out where all of my shit is. Ugh. Also, does the game have crafting from storage? That's something that's very important. Okay, yeah, the game does have crafting from storage, so that's good. That's very, very important in games like this as well. Can we make spolders? I don't have spolders yet. Oh, but it uses copper. Why does it use copper? But that should be okay. Unless we are able to craft better stuff in just a second. Yeah, I'll wait on that. Print the spellbook. That's interesting. Oh, by the way, the thing that I wanted to say earlier, friendly fire is not active right now, but you can actually damage your own building with fire, for instance. Like if you go over here, like look at that, you can damage your own shit. So the friendly fire doesn't work either, which is obviously another issue. And now we need a lot of wood in order to create that chest. Ah, that's actually something in another game, Lens Island. I haven't played that game in a long time, but I remember the name. In Lens Island, which is actually a game that I would recommend. It's a game exactly like this game, actually. And it's a very good game, in my opinion. It's a very, very good game. In Lens Island as well, you can chop down a tree and then the tree falls against another tree, and you can actually make a chain reaction like that. So it's interesting that this game does exactly the same. I wonder if the developer... Oh, but it doesn't even fall in the correct direction, actually. I wonder if this developer has played and perhaps taken some inspiration from Lens Island, because the game actually is exactly like Lens Island in the gameplay, actually. And if you actually replace the zombies in the game with like shadow creature type things, then I would say this game can definitely be passed as Lens Island, because in Lens Island it's pretty much exactly the same as this. You just have like shadow creatures that you're fighting mostly in the game. Okay, so stash. Let's put it over there. What's this? Packing table increases the maximum stack size in each slot. Upgrades stash. Okay, I guess so. Well, I don't need to put this, like I can put this basically anywhere. I can put this outside even. Go over there. So anvil, sharpening wheel, spell forge. Okay, so we don't have bronze yet. So we need to get bronze if we can. Oh yeah, I need charcoal. Okay, and then we can hopefully put like all of our shit in here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice and big, that's what she said. Oh, I can even interact with the stuff through the floor. That's not really the way the game should be, but in any way. I guess I won't complain about a bug like that. A bug that's beneficial. Yeah, there's one chest is bigger than probably 3 or more of those other chests put together. Oh, you can actually interact with this in order to interact with your stash. That's interesting. Too early to sleep. Okay, well, I don't want to sleep, but then anyway. Okay, so this we can destroy. Destroy. I would like it if you could move something, like if you could move the chest, or anything, if you could move anything. But, yeah, doesn't seem like you can do that, actually. These ones I probably need to take to the top, because interacting with them here at the fucking bottom is irritating. And now you see I can't even get through there, so I need to destroy my fucking roof just in order to get at these actually. Oh, and now I destroyed the workbench, and you can't interact with anything without the workbench, so I need to put it back there, and then I can destroy this one. Oh, that's irritating. What's that? I can't even remember. Tailoring place, I think. Okay. That's fine. Now, the problem is, if we put the roof over here as well, it will also probably have the same issue. Because why would it not have the same issue as what we have at the bottom? So here, we are basically forced to do this shit. And I don't want it. But what can you do? If you're forced to do something through broken game mechanics, then that's life, honestly. At least these go at an angle, so you can like peer underneath them like this, kind of, you know. It will still be irritating, but like at least like you can check it from a side, basically. Because yeah, the fact that, yeah, you see, the toggle roofs only works on the roofs. It doesn't work on this roof. So that's stupid. That's an oversight by the developer that he definitely needs to address. Smelt bronze, smelt copper. Let's smelt a little bit of that, and then the rest of that. And then, yeah, we need to go out and mine a little bit, probably. But yeah, guys, I think honestly I've seen enough of this game. The price of the game is $20 right now. And I think that's not bad. I don't think that's too much, in my opinion. I actually want to show you guys Lane's Island. So let me just 1 second. Let me open up another window over here. There we go. It's a little bit too big, but that should be fine. So this is Len's Island. You can see I've got 28 hours in the game. I haven't played it in a long time, like over a year. I actually see there's some DLCs and stuff like that for it. But the game released, actually this year it released. So haven't played it in more than a year, so I should actually check out the game again because yeah, I'm sure there are added content since I played the game last. But you can see here, I do remember I did do a review video on this game, and then I also did a review on Steam of the game, and it's a good game. It honestly is a good game. I can show you a little bit of the game over here. Steam is just really slow today, so even the videos are like loading and taking a little bit of time and stuff like that. But this is definitely a game that I can also recommend. And Lens Island is $25, so it's only $5 more expensive than Beyond the Map is. And yeah, like if I really had to choose between Lens Island or Beyond the Map, like honestly, there is no comparison. It would be Lens Island all the way. It's a fully fledged game. It has a really cool gear system, a really cool building system, really cool skills. The map is massive. Like, it has multiplayer. It's just a really, really good game. I actually should make a point of reviewing this game again, because I did do an early access review of the game, which was positive. I did recommend the game in the end. And yeah, now that the game is fully released, I actually want to play the game again. So Lens Island is fantastic for $25. It's absolutely fantastic. The other game which I mentioned earlier, which I have also played quite a bit, is Dysmantle. Now, Dysmantle is basically exactly the same type of game. It's basically exactly the same. And Dysmantle, unfortunately, is one of those games that could be a very good game, but there's various things that make it not reach that point of being a very good game. I think I might have done a video review on it maybe at some point. I did do a Steam review on it, and we can even see here my general opinion on the game. This game is $20, so this game is actually a fully fledged game, and it's the same price as Beyond the Map. So this is another game which Beyond the Map would be directly going against, competing against. So the biggest issue with this game is the inventory system. Inventory system is terrible, just terrible, and I explain why over here. It's the biggest issue with the game, because if you have a game like Beyond the Map, for instance, the inventory system in Beyond the Map is very forgiving, you know? It's very forgiving. You can carry a lot of stuff, not too much, but you can carry a lot of stuff. The storage chests are big enough. The crafting system is nice. It has crafting from storage, all of that good stuff. Honestly, I can't really complain about the storage or anything like that. I would just like a system where you can click over here, like in Grounded, if any of you have played Grounded, where you click and then it puts the stuff that is in your inventory into the chest immediately. There is a button over here for stack all, but that's in a single chest. I'm talking about multiple chests, you know. But yeah, overall, the inventory system in a game like outside the map or beyond the map absolutely kicks the ass of a game like Dysmantle. Dysmantle has a fucking terrible inventory system, and it's the biggest reason why I can't recommend Dysmantle. Even though it's $20, I can't recommend the game. Also, the tool system is really laborious and grueling. It's not good. It's not a good harvesting system, because it's one of those games where you have to switch to a different tool the whole time. So if you want to harvest stone, you have to switch to your pickaxe. If you want to harvest wood, you have to switch to your axe, your wood axe. If you want to fish, you have to swap to your fishing rod. Like everything, and there's actually multiple stuff. If you want to harvest the barrels and stuff like that, or cars, you have to switch to your crowbar thing. So there's multiple things that you have to switch to constantly, and it just makes the game much more tedious and laborious than what it needs to be. Whereas this game, for instance, if you want to chop down a tree, you just run over to the tree, you press the action button, and it does it. Or if you want to harvest a stone, you just press the action button and it does it. So this game not only has a much better inventory system, it also has a much better harvesting system than what Dysmantle has. So that's why I can't recommend Dysmantle. This game is actually, even in early access, it is actually superior to Dysmantle in multiple ways already. And Dysmantle comes from a very big studio. This is a very big studio. And yeah, like I said already, Dysmantle could have been a very good game, but the developers simply refuse to make it a very good game. So Beyond the Map is already much better. It's many steps ahead of a game like Dysmantle in many aspects, you know? But yeah, that's a bad reflection on Dysmantle, because Beyond the Map is built in a way that a game should be. You know, the inventory system, that's the way the game should be. The harvesting system, that's the way the game should be. Lens Island also does the harvesting system, the inventory system very well. Dysmantle is just a shitty game, honestly. It just is a bad reflection on this game specifically, you know. I won't really praise a game for doing a good inventory system like Lens Island does and like Beyond the Map does. I won't really praise a game for doing a inventory system or doing any mechanic really the way that that mechanic should be done. You know, I wouldn't praise a game for that, but I will absolutely shit on a game like Dysmantle if the game does obtuse or unnecessarily laborious or unnecessarily tedious mechanics like Dysmantle actually does. So anyway, I can't recommend Dysmantle at all, even though it's $20. It's the same price as this game, and it's not in early access, like it's a fully released game. This game, Beyond the Map, is actually already superior to Dysmantle, in my opinion. I can't recommend Dysmantle for $20, but I can definitely recommend this game for $20, even though this game does have issues. It has a bunch of issues. The tutorial is not good, in my opinion. The fading system The roofs not fading is really stupid. Yeah, there's a couple of issues. This also over here, I'm not gonna craft a bow. I'm not gonna use arrows. I'm gonna do my sweeping strikes and the incinerate. I almost said incarnate. The incinerate, I'm gonna do that. So this shit over here should go away. It shouldn't be there the whole time. So it's not good that this is gonna be there probably until the cows come home or until you actually do the shit, which it shouldn't be. You know, this should go away. And yeah, otherwise than that, unfortunately, the game doesn't seem to have a passive system like a skill point system, the way you can actually spend skill points. It does have the skill system, but even that, it's not a very good system in my opinion. The developer can definitely do something better than this. Perhaps a skill tree. A skill tree is very good, like you get in World of Warcraft or Titan Quest or many other games, like RPG games. A skill system or a skill tree will be much better than the system that the game currently has. And then obviously, like I said, on top of that, if you could get attributes that you can actually assign, that would be very good as well. Dual wielding, I don't think the game has dual wielding at all, so dual wielding is something that could definitely be implemented in the game as well. And the mana regeneration and the health regeneration also actually is way too slow, especially the mana regeneration. It is hilariously slow. Like if I move away from my fire and then we use a little bit of mana, like the mana regeneration is incredibly slow. So that's not good, you know, that's definitely not good. That will be affecting mana casters like mages and even melee people who like this skill over here also takes mana, and it will affect basically all builds that use mana. Like the only builds that don't use mana would probably ouchies would be basic ranged characters. Oh, this fucker is attacking my base. Ouch. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Fuckers. What can I do in this situation? Fucker. Yeah, this is not a good situation. The game shouldn't be able to... Like, this shouldn't be able to happen, you know? They're basically spawn camping you, and they're destroying your base. I didn't even know that the enemies can destroy your base, but apparently that fucker was standing over there destroying my base, so that's not good. I hope I didn't lose anything. But yeah, but that's not good. Also, but I just thought about something. What was it? I literally just thought about something. Oh yeah, the minimap. The minimap is fucking useless. Like, this minimap should be removed, honestly. Like, this map is fantastic. This is a good map. But the minimap is really useless. Also, we don't have an XP bar. Like, I don't know where my XP is. The game doesn't have an XP bar, so that's also not good. Like, why does the game not have a bloody XP bar, you know? That's really, really strange. Also, the fact that you lose experience every time you die, that is something that I definitely would want to be able to disable, because losing XP is like a hardcore type mechanic, and if you are a softcore player who doesn't want hardcore mechanics like the loot dropping on the ground, or you losing progress or experience or anything like that, then the developer should allow those things to be changed, because otherwise your game is only going to appeal to hardcore players, and you're basically gonna cut out all softcore players from the people who would potentially be interested in your game. And it's no surprise that hardcore players are very much in the minority, and softcore players are the vast majority. Like, if you think about the amount of people who enjoy a game like Dark Souls, it's very little. Honestly, the majority of players don't enjoy a game like Dark Souls. So you really, really are cutting out a large percentage, the majority of players actually, if you include hardcore mechanics like dropping your loot on death, or experience loss, or anything like that. Even destructible base. If your base gets fucked up while you are walking around on another part of the map, and you come back to your base and everything is broken, that will really, really make some players want to just quit the game, refund the game, and that is gonna cause the game to lose players and get negative reviews and stuff like that, if the game developer doesn't allow those things to be removed. To remove base damage, to remove items dropping on death, to remove experience loss, all of that kind of stuff, you know. So yeah, in any way, the game has issues. Definitely, the game has issues. But for $20, I think I can recommend the game for $20. It's not nearly as good as Lens Island, I will say that. So if you're looking for a game like this, and it's just $5 more, then definitely I can recommend Lens Island. It's a fantastic game for $25. Perhaps just add this game to your wish list and wait until it is fully released, and perhaps then you can check out the game again, and hopefully these issues which I've highlighted will be fixed. So I definitely can't recommend that you purchase this game over Lens Island. Like, if you have $25 burning a hole in your pocket, then definitely get Lens Island. But yeah, if not, if you've already played Lens Island, then you can probably check out this game. There was actually another game that I also remember. Soul, what was that game's name? Soul? Something Soul? No, not Soul. Let me search for it quickly, just 1 second. This is the game I was thinking about, Force of Nature. I don't know why I thought about Soul, but Force of Nature is another game. I haven't played it in over 2 years, and it's not fantastic. It's not like a fantastic game, but obviously, it's objective, you know. I didn't particularly like the game due to a couple of reasons, mainly related to the crafting from storage. So the game doesn't have crafting from storage. And the other major issue is that you only gain experience from combat. So you don't gain any experience from looting or crafting or building or anything like that. So those are the two main issues that I have had with the game. Otherwise than that, it's an okay game. I think the game costs $20 or $15, something like that. It's not a very expensive game. And this is also more of a RPG type action RPG. You know, not like something like Dysmantle. Dysmantle is very much more like not RPG focused, but this one actually, you have a skill tree, you have abilities, you can assign attributes as far as I can remember. So this is very much more a RPG focused game, which I like. I like RPG focused games. So like Beyond the Map, unfortunately, doesn't have much of an RPG system except for the skill, the skills that you can get, you know. But yeah, this is a game that you can also check out if you want to. It's not a terrible game. It's just a game that I couldn't recommend due to the fact of the experience thing, and then also the not crafting from storage. Not having crafting from storage is an absolutely terrible quality of life feature that is missing from these types of games. So yeah, anyway, that's basically it. I can recommend this game. I can't recommend it over Lens Island, but I can recommend the game. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I will check out Beyond the Map again in the future when the game fully releases. Obviously, this is an early access review where I see if the game is worth the price that it's asking in early access. But I will check out the game again in the future when it releases. The price of the game might go up. It might go to $25, maybe even $30, even though for $30, the game would have to be better than Lens Island, because Lens Island is only $25, and Dysmantle is only $20. So the game would really have to have something special that puts it above Lens Island if it's going to ask more money than Lens Island, for instance. But yeah, I'll check the game out again in the future at some point. I don't know how long the developer's planning to keep this game in early access, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on it to look at it again in the future. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. The developer sent me a code for the game, but for the instances where the developers don't send me a key for the game, I very much rely on you guys and your support on my Patreon in order to fund my game purchasing habits for my reviews. I wouldn't be able to do even half of the reviews that I do if it weren't for your support on Patreon. So if you want to see more reviews, or even if you want to see specific reviews of a specific game, then you can by all means donate on Patreon and just message me that you want a specific game to be reviewed, and I will definitely take that under advisement if you are a Patreon supporter. So yeah, if you want to see more reviews, you can head over there, and that's the best way to allow me and enable me to do more content and do more game reviews for you guys. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.